gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Welcome, everybody, to You're Gonna Love This. My guest is currently mimicking to me as he moves the microphone.
God, I told you. Give me time to actually.
I've given him time. I'll start this over. Maybe. We'll see. Welcome to You're Gonna Love This, everybody. Welcome. I am your host, Adam Mushkatel. You're Gonna Love This is the podcast where every week I try to write the perfect song for my guest. This week I have with me a former guest, which is a weird returning guest is probably a better way to phrase it. Currently audio engineering for me, which is real exciting for me because I have to do that most of the time.
And you do a great job, I swear.
That's my snarky friend, Alex Lafnitzegger.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Alex, do you want to describe the current audio setup for the listeners at home?
Yeah, I'm doing something really close to my my YouTube setup at home, which is two Shure SMB7 microphones. So they're two dynamic mics, XLRs, both of them, and they go into a USB device.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm just turning knobs to make sure we all sound at the same volume.
Yeah, he's frantically moving those knobs around, he's trying to get waveforms to look the same. It's a fun game.
Yeah, just trying to adjust levels. Sorry,
guys.
audio business talk. Sorry for that audio file, all kinds of things. It's a Focusrite Scarlett 2 i4.
Hey, I hope that audiophiles enjoy my show. I mean, you heard those sweet riffs I was playing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be listening on real high quality headphones to really enjoy this show.
And
don't
I
you
am.
think?
I am right now.
So yeah, you got a real nice peek into there. Listeners at home might be curious, wondering, hey, I've been listening for 30-something episodes now. I don't remember hearing anything but an acoustic guitar being played alongside Adam. And you're like, hey, if I had to guess, he didn't heavily distort an acoustic guitar. That sounded like an electric guitar. You're surprisingly astute, audience. You were able to piece together exactly the situation as it is. I'm currently playing with an electric guitar. Alex, that's not why Alex is here, but it's a helpful part of Alex being here because he has the device I use to record this.
Yes, one of the benefits of having somebody who manages a lot of audio during their day-to-day is that you can do these neat things.
Yeah, you are the millennial equivalent of a friend with a truck.
Yeah.
This is your Focusrite 2i4 is every other generation's I can't name a truck brand.
The point is I'm enabling your podcast right now.
Yeah.
I'm basically carrying it on my back.
And living in LA, I'm sure you get a lot of it's every weekend. It's like somebody's like, "Hey, could you record my podcast?" And it's like you gotta just pick and choose who you let know that you have this thing. I'm trying to make this analogy really stick, and I don't think it's working.
No, but I appreciate that you insist that I would have friends who would ask me to do this.
I'm glad you found a compliment in there. You're gonna love this episode 36, and we are recording with this electric guitar. I'm really excited. I was utilizing what I described over and over again before we started recording as the stupidest of the dials that I could have put in there. I'm using what is known as the insane setting on my amp, which makes me laugh because I mean, it's just a guitar tone. It's one of them that you can use.
Is that a setting that you named Insane, or is it actually named Insane?
Why don't you go ahead and look on that amp, Alex? You can lean down and you'll see it says Insane on there.
Okay, I'm gonna lean down right now. So when I start,
I'll describe it. Yep, he's leaning. He's fully leaned over. He is looking. He's moving cables now. He's adjusting more cables so he's able to see the word. And now returning with the verdict, Alex, what word is there?
There are several words. There's clean.
Yes.
Crunch. Metal.
Yeah.
Insane.
There you go.
And if we go even further away to some of the other dials, we have chorus flange, phaser, sweep echo,
yeah,
tape echo. And I'm going to lean away again because there's some that are hidden by the knobs. Hold on.
Okay, he's leaning back in. He's looking. He's leaning back.
Tremolo and reverb.
There you go. Alex has just described for you my amp. Spider 3.
This is so far probably the most technically boring episode.
I think I have to imagine people at home are enjoying it because I have to. If I didn't, I couldn't put this podcast out. I hope that anybody who doesn't like audio is listening at 2 times speed so they don't have to listen to it as long. Everybody else, hope you enjoyed that segment.
If you don't want to hear any more audio file, just skip ahead to this moment right now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's continue with the podcast, right?
Let's do it.
I'm really, first off, before we start, I'm really glad you invited me back for the show because if any of you listeners were familiar with the previous episode, I was less than happy with the song that Adam made for me.
Yes.
A lot of that, I think, now that I've had time to mull it over, is because it was poisoned by your obsession with a historical podcast at the time. And it did influence the lyrics a bit.
Yeah, no, now that I'm remembering that song, yes, it is entirely because I was obsessed with one episode of a history podcast while I was writing it. And so, I wasn't able that day to provide my guest with the perfect song. And I'm sorry, Alex.
Because you made a song for you.
You know, you're right. I did make a song for you. I'm here today to right the wrongs that I have done on you.
Okay, well, we'll see. So, how do you want to start this obstacle course then?
We'll get to.
You want to talk about something else? You want to postpone the trial?
Yeah, we'll get
the ordeal
Alex,
that I have set up for you.
Alex told me a little bit before the episode that I can't remember the exact words he used, but I think he said he's giving me an impossible task. So. We'll see what that means. It's a little teaser for all those. We got to come up with a name for my fans. Let's figure this out really quick. What should I call my fans?
I don't want to be part of the episode that has a lasting effect on the fans.
Every episode has a lasting effect on the fans because they find out new things about me and my guests and all of the fun we have together.
Okay, so how about we start with the title? You're going to love this.
Yeah. So like one of those 4 words is going to be like let's see.
Lovers.
Let's say I like the blank heads like fandom idea, but I don't know if any of those 4 words are going to work. Love heads? You don't like
no,
love heads?
That sounds a little too phallic.
It sounds extremely phallic, I'll give you that. How about this heads?
This heads.
This isn't working.
No, if you're gonna I think if you want to go with heads, you're not gonna be able to do it with the words that make up the title.
Okay. It feels a little egoistic to use your own name, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't want my fans to be known as like. I don't even want to say my name now that it doesn't want to come out of my mouth.
Did you introduce yourself again?
My name is Adam Mushkatel.
I'm asking because I'm asking just because I don't remember. Like, you introduced me. I don't know if you introduced yourself.
I'm not always good at introducing myself.
No, you did say your name.
I wrote
you said
a thing.
Mushkatel.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That is how you pronounce my name. You remembered. That's so sweet.
I usually pronounce it with an ah.
A lot of people do. It's mosh is the way that it's the word that
mosh
people know.
Heads. It's like a mosh pit.
Oh man.
And it's your name.
See,
and it's music.
I gave you the reins and now you took them. It's my fault. I shouldn't have brought you. You were right. I shouldn't have given you elastic effect capabilities. I think we'll put it to the fans.
I still want to stand by my suggestion of lovers.
Okay.
Hello, lovers.
So we've got I'm going to say we got 3. We're going to have to put a poll up on something.
Well, isn't this going up on like iTunes and SoundCloud?
Sure it is.
Just throw a comment at the wall.
Yeah, I've asked that before and it doesn't always work. So I'm going to try to appeal more directly to people. We're going to post a fucking sorry for swearing. I don't know why.
I mean, just get a censor bleep on that.
I won't. We'll get a fucking poll on probably Facebook. Cool. The poll is going to have I was going to transition away without explaining what's going to be in the poll. The poll will have lovers,
mosh heads,
and Gonna heads.
You know what? Everybody should vote Mosh Heads because of the look Adam gave me when I said that. I
Well,
want to make him upset as possible.
Fair enough. Most guests have been successful when that's their goal. I think that's the number one goal that people can achieve on this podcast.
I think the most fun thing also would be if your mom voted Mosh Head. Miss Mushkatel, Mushkatel, Miss
you
Mushkatel,
done
Mrs.
screwed up
Mushkatel,
now.
could you vote Mosh Head, please? It would make me so happy if you could torment your son just a little bit.
All right, direct appeals to mom. Hey, mom, thanks for coming on the episode last week.
Don't listen to him.
It was real great writing you a song.
No, do what I say.
I love you.
Mosh Head,
I've always loved you.
vote Mosh Head.
Vote for Gonna Head. All right.
Mosh Head.
That will be accompanied with the hashtag pick your team. Whatever.
All right, so we're going to talk about some music or
Yeah,
what?
let's do it. First up, we got a segment. This segment is called You're Gonna Love This, which is the name of the podcast as well. During this segment, we talk about music that I've been listening to. And Alex, you already know what song I'm going to be talking about
Yep,
right now.
I definitely do. This might as well be the E3 episode. Go ahead.
Okay, well, if you have not been paying attention to the Electronic Entertainment Expo this
Who
year,
has not?
most people have not, I would believe. And I don't think my audience is necessarily the gamer heads. Although fourth option, that's not going to be in the poll for my fan base. So I don't think the overlap is necessarily super big. But Nintendo premiered Super Mario Odyssey, and during the trailer, they had a song by Pauline and the New Donk Players. This is the fictional band that they have decided this made the song. It's called I'll Be Your One-Up Girl. Go ahead, Alex.
I was going to say Pauline is a canon character in the Mario universe.
This is true.
She was the first one.
That's right. If you've ever played the classic Donkey Kong, she is the girl that has been
Kidnapped by Donkey Kong.
Correct. I was trying to say.
You're trying to make a joke out of it.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know
a
why I
very
tried.
kidnapping is a very serious subject, and
You're right.
it's unfortunate that you would try to make a joke out of it.
My apologies to. I don't want to make this weird and sad. I'm not gonna. I am sorry if I made a joke about kidnapping, but we don't have to talk about it. Let's talk about the song that I brought up.
Yes, please. Let's dodge the bullet fire.
Please. God, it's such a fun song. It's called "I'll Be Your One-Up Girl." It's jazzy. It has vocals, which is I've heard very few video game music songs that have vocals in them.
Well, it's also to add on to that. I also find it really compelling that they made a very what is the word I'm looking for? It is a very well done lyrical performance that I assume is done by a Japanese singer.
I am not sure about that, but that would make it more impressive to me also.
Yeah, it's more that usually when you have Japan producing these English vocal songs, and I'm not pooping on them. It's to me, it always sounds weird, and I think that's just because I'm not really used to listening to that, and I think it's mostly because of how the lyrics translate to English.
There's also the phenomena that I am reminded of now, which is Japanese. I watch anime. Sue me. The anime theme songs that go wildly transition from English to Japanese. So it'll just be like, Somokoto Tuchiwa, live your life again. Bokuro to no.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
like, okay, I don't understand what's happening. That might be influencing it. How was my anime theme song voice, Alex? How offensive? Scale of 1 to 10.
Anyway, the one thing that I found out recently, actually, with regards to that song especially, is there is a very good reason that in these video games made by Japan that they tend to lean towards songs with English lyrics.
Oh.
And that's a lot because English isn't the first language, and they want songs with lyrics, but they don't want those lyrics to distract from what's actually happening on screen.
So it's the equivalent of when I'm listening to Japanese stuff and I'm hearing the Japanese. It's like that where I'm just listening to the song sounds.
And you're just watching what's on the screen, and you don't necessarily know what's being said, but what's important is that you understand that there's a melody line that's actually being sung. And that's the important part, not necessarily what's actually being sung, because you don't want there to be a meaning that everyone's trying to interpret while also interpreting a visual cue.
I hear that. I sometimes I worry that my guests try too hard to listen to the lyrics and understand what I'm saying instead of just hearing the song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not referring to you. I wrote bad lyrics for your song that were distracting. That's not the same thing. I've had a couple times people say like I couldn't understand you, and I'm like, well, that's not the point. But I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
This concludes the segment. You're gonna love this, which is the name of the podcast as well. Go listen to "I'll Be Your One Up Girl." It's great.
It really is.
It's
It's a very catchy jazz tune.
It's gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you so happy. It makes me happy. I've listened to it probably 20 times in the last 2 days, and it makes me happy every time I listen to it.
I have listened to it once in full before coming over to record because I knew Adam was going to talk about it.
Good guest. Let's get into your request, Alex.
Yes.
All right. Normally, I ask some preemptory questions to try to get at someone, but it sounds like you already know what you want. So
No,
I
I would love it if you asked some pre-entry questions just to. I
Set the
want
mood.
I want you to have a chance.
mean,
I don't want to set you up for a complete failure.
You sound like a arch villain right now. That was the
What? No. Why an arch villain? Why would an arch villain give you a chance to escape? It's not like I'm going to tell you a diabolical plan and just leave.
Just okay. We're skipping the preemptory questions.
No,
today.
I want to. Oh, okay.
Let's get into it. You have something. Normally, the questions are there to get to people's emotions in the moment. I think you already know what you want, and so I don't need to appeal to that.
Yeah, the emotion. I think the emotion that you want to get at is, I'm still frustrated with the song that you gave me, and
Okay.
I want you to give me something that I'll actually like, and not think of yourself.
To be fair, I wasn't thinking of myself. I was just like, my brain wouldn't stop spitting out stupid shit about history.
Yes.
But it's not me. Okay, I hear what you're saying. You're frustrated.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very specific emotion. That's something.
That's
more
not
than
something
a lot
that
of
you
people.
have to incorporate. That's not something that you have to incorporate into the song because, like I said, I do have some strict guidelines.
Okay. Let's get into them. Guideline number 1? What do you got?
All right. So, you are familiar with Steven Universe.
I am very familiar with Steven Universe.
Okay.
To explain to the people at home who may not be, Steven Universe is probably my favorite cartoon right now, and maybe one of my favorites ever. It is the story of Steven Universe and the Crystal Gems, who go on adventures. And it's hard to explain in a sentence why it's so amazing. You should watch it.
Yes.
It would ruin a lot of why it's amazing to try to explain it. It explores things that I've never seen explored on a cartoon or pretty much in any show.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
First thing,
Yes.
I would like your song to incorporate each of the 4 diamond chords.
Oh, okay. I
You're
don't
go-
know what those chords are.
You're going to have to look them up then, aren't you?
Okay, this is one of the first times I've been given homework as for the songs. Okay, I have to. I'm gonna have to do some digging.
There are definitely 4 of them. You can probably find them all by either listening to Yellow Diamond or Blue Diamond. They are all present at the beginning of those songs.
Okay. All right. That's guideline number 1.
All right.
Got it.
Second guideline. As recompense for... how do I want to say it? It was an adequate attempt at singing gibberish. I'm not going to make you sing an entire song in gibberish. What I want you to do is I want you to draw inspiration from a song that I have definitely shown you once or twice.
Okay.
A little-known Italian song that was very popular back in the 70s and 80s, I believe, where the composer of the song wrote lyrics that were meant to sound like English to non-English speakers. The name of the song is Prisen Colon and Sinine Chuzol.
Okay. Is that what those are the lyrics you want me to write?
I don't want you to write those lyrics. I just want you to draw inspiration from them.
Okay.
I want you to be able to sing in English, but I want you to take a look at that song as best as you can within the time frame that you have.
Okay. So you have now given me
Yep.
2 tasks that are sure to fill up at least 5 minutes of time total. I will then have 6 minutes to write you a song after that. If I haven't said it yet to this episode, I only give myself 11 minutes and 13 seconds to write the songs, which you will find out why when I tell you. So I'm gonna have very little.
This will be your easiest one because this is your easiest guideline because I am not picky. You can incorporate it however you want to whatever extent you feel is necessary.
Okay.
So you don't need to spend that much time on it. However, in addition to the first one, which is definitely use those 4 chords that I mentioned, I have a song that I have been listening to by, let me see if I can find his name, one Susumu Hirasawa?
Susumu Hirasawa.
Susumu Hirasawa.
Susumu? Okay.
And he did a lot of composition work for the movie Paprika, which is a 2006 movie. It's an anime.
Okay.
About the exploration of dreams and what those mean to people.
And this is the easy one.
No, this is the hard one. The easy one is the Prison Ensign Chuzol.
Okay, you were referring back to the guideline 2 as the easy one.
Yeah, you don't.
I thought you were prefacing. Now this is gonna be easy. Okay, here's this. There's some. Okay.
No, this
continue.
one. This is the kind of lyrics that I want to hear from you. Okay, I'm going to be listing some of the English translated lyrics from the song Parade. Here I go.
Okay.
Energy in my heart is of chemical foam, a street of taxis, worn tires, blood and flesh. Behold, all that is liberty is a parody of utopia, a shining boulevard of buyers and giga movies. Mino depression is nonsense. La Vie en Rose is on sale. They say you should know you are happier than you realize. Is the first stanza of the song.
Oh boy. Okay.
If you want to go and listen to that song as well, you can know what the kind of structure of that song is. But those are the 3 things that I want to hear from you. Like I said, not an easy task.
You know what, though, Alex? I relish the specifics. This is so much better than last. No offense, Mom. I don't want you to.
Yes, I've heard the story.
You've given very specific sentences about what you want. They were, 5 to 8 word sentences, at the very least. Most of them longer. I appreciate the specificity there. I think there's a lot I can work with in that. I am gonna have to look up some chords. That'll be the hardest part, I think, in terms of time.
Also, just as an added cherry on top, I know you have this distortion doohickey here. I am not that big a fan of hard rock, so if you could just pick something on that, if you want to use that distortion, try to keep it clean for me.
Oh, that was mostly just a look what I can do kind of a thing. It was not. I would not have chosen to use that sound as I didn't think that would make anybody's perfect song. I don't think that anybody wants to hear that, so you don't have to worry.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay. So you have your assignment.
Okay. Let me see if there's any questions I have for you. Oh boy. You know what, actually? Let's take a second and listen to that song that you wanted to play for me. That Italian song. Let's listen to that together.
Prison Ensign Chuzol?
Yeah.
Is this because you don't know how to spell it?
That's part of it. Was that supposed to be part of the challenge? Is that I wouldn't be able to look up the song that you're asking me to listen to?
I was realizing that you probably wouldn't know how to spell it as the name was coming out of my mouth, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna let him try and figure it out.
Okay, well, glad I asked the question. Do
you want me to do your homework for you? Would you like me to also tell you what the 4 diamond chords are?
No, I guess not. I guess is part of your enjoyment of the song that I had to strive and I had to work to find these chords.
Yeah, a lot of it is I want you to impress me. I want you to impress me with something that you know I have specifically asked for instead of telling me the Martin Luther story.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. I think I can do that.
Okay. We'll see what you do.
Yeah. So to recap, three constraints are: got to use these 4 chords I got to find. I gotta draw inspiration from
Italian song sung in fake English.
Correct. as well as a song that includes lyrics like was beware the amino acids or something like that in there.
Not even close.
Okay.
But think of Dream Speak. Think of Dream Speak.
Yeah. I'm picturing there's a game that I played on a ROM one time called LSD. That was
I know that one.
It's a PlayStation game where it's a dream simulator that every time you touch a surface, you get like transported to another insane realm with like, I'm basically trying to translate that into words.
Right. Oh yeah. Here's like the big thing for that last song I gave you, Parade by Susumu Hirasawa.
Yes.
The last line that I really enjoy, hint, the parade of lunacy is coming and it is in your name.
I'm just thinking about that. That's a good lyric. What's nice about that is that it speaks differently to every individual because it's like it's in your name. Like it's not. That's okay. You've given me a lot there, Alex. I'm excited to try to tackle this challenge that you've given me. Were you hoping that I would have more despair right now, or more sadness, or what kind of emotion were you hoping to see on me right now?
I wasn't hoping for any emotion. I want to see a result.
Okay. This is not process. This is not process driven. This is totally outcome driven stuff here. You don't care how good the process was. You only care what your song is.
I want to see what comes out the other end.
Okay.
All right. And for our commercial break, you wanted to show everybody Prisenkollen Enstein Chusel, so now everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say Italian man singing fake English.
Yeah, we'll go out on that into the commercials.
Okay.
I just got one more question for you then, Alex.
Go ahead.
Hey, have you ever heard the song "Cars" by Gary Newman?
Oh yes, I have 3 times at least.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know. What are you expecting going into this session of Cars X3?
I know what I'm probably going to be getting out of this session, so I can suffer Gary Newman.
Okay, you're going in with the fortitude of I know when I get out of this,
I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm, Adam will have at least tried to make a song for me.
Adam will succeed or he will fail. Either case, I will win.
Okay. On that note, and on the note of Italian man singing, do you want? I guess you'll say it. I'm sorry, I've taken your cue. We'll be right back with "You're Gonna Love This."
Yes. Oh, sorry. Did you want me to say the name of the song?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, please stand for Prisenkollen Enstein Chusel.
Yeah, and you must stand. Bye.
Prisenkollen Enstein Chusel.
You the cold maze say one Prisenkollen Enstein Chusel. All right.
Shoes now, and whole building scene, then a whole red map begin to color boss dying. Chickens and behind me, get a cold, breakfast is staying yet, Bill Joe. We the same the shoes now, and whole building scene, then a whole red map begin to color boss dying. Well, it's the same age, you can't be seen.
Do you like talking about things you're not qualified to talk about? Us too. Dumb Nerds Podcast, a show where comedians talk about smart topics they're too dumb for. Every week, your host, that's me, Cassie Jerkins, invites a new funny guest on to get down and nerdy. Laugh and learn about topics like how to buy a house, the Terminator movies, and the Titanic. Check out Dumb Nerds today on your favorite podcast app.
Hello, testing.
Hello, testing. You want to put the... That's a heartbeat, Alex. Do you not know what a heartbeat is?
I didn't try to click it, Adam.
Alex, for listeners at home, just clicked on the activity monitor.
Are we rolling now, then?
We've been rolling, bud.
I know, but you're actually including this?
Hell yeah, I'm including your failure, your inability to click on a friggin' guitar. I told you know what a guitar. You're looking at me. I'm holding a guitar. This guy is dumb. Welcome back to You're Gonna Love This.
Are we actually starting now, or do I have to pull a Byron on you now?
That was all in. This is the best way to start. How did you enjoy your time in the bathroom, Alex?
Adam, I have another request.
What's that?
Could you sing this song in French?
Fuck no. I'm not indulging any asshole behavior anymore on my podcast. I will probably get tricked again by Byron if he comes on, but I am immune to it when other people try.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, how was your time in the bathroom, Alex?
It was fun. I like driving in cars.
Me too. Good to hear. You ready for your song? Sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm about ready. I'm eager to hear what came out of this crap machine.
Yeah, we'll see. The interesting part now is I've got a lot of words on the page, but very little musical structure attached to the words. I have the musical structure in my head.
Oh, that
but
always works out well.
Got to see how those two parts flap together. Yeah, let's just get into it.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, usually I ask my guests to move to do a flick on the thing, but this time we don't have that, so there's not going to be a clear. But Alex, would you mind moving your microphone?
Yes, okay, I'm gonna make squeaky noises as I do the squeaking and changing of the thing.
Cool. This part's now no longer each episode. This is the between times. Welcome to the between place. This is where. Okay. I'm not playing my song now. That was not how the song starts. If you were worried.
I was.
Gotta find where I want to put my foot. Oh, my feet are gross. My floor is gross. Okay. Let's see. Do I want anything on there? I might. Let me throw a little bit of something in on this baby. Just give her like a hint of reverb. Sounds nice.
It does.
Okay. Do I like that? I know this is the class put your pencils down. Class put your pencils down moment, but I'm taking it. I'm not writing anything. It's just this mental. I'm just like putting the parts that I have constructed together in my head.
Stalling on putting your paper on my desk.
Yes, I know, Mr. Lafnitzegger, but just give me 1 second here. My pencil stopped. The pen stopped working in the middle, so I have a pencil pen. I don't know if people.
Pencil pen. Okay, it's a pencil, but it looks like a pen. No, that's a dumb song. Tried my best.
That's called a mechanical pencil. I believe we have just invented the world's worst product.
You don't like mechanical pencils?
I do. I guess it's not the worst product. It just already exists.
Yeah.
It's not a great marketing scheme. There's a joke in F is for Family. It's A+. It's like they wait the whole season to get it there. Where Sue's working at a Tupperware company, and she like the joke of the season is like these men have no idea what a good product is for Tupperware, and so it's like introducing the emotion control mug. Now you can see exactly what's in your cup because it will the mug will change colors to take on the exact color of whatever is in there. And someone goes, "You mean like clear glass?" They're like, "Shit." Back to square one. Okay. Let's just do it.
Send me a song, music boy.
Yeah, it's time. feels like icicles heating up my face into a noxious pile of silkworms, flying in a garden full of summertime friends who forgot all the time. All the time. Love yourself first. Love those who don't know that you can take every piece of the world into a kaleidoscope and spin them up, 'cause I don't care about time. Love those people second. Jump through the gigaspires into an eruption of bittersweet forest creatures filled with rhythm and a sack of quarters. You can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. Your name, your heart, your soul is filled with darkness. That's the song. Yeah. There you go, Alex. What did you think?
Hold on.
I'm giving you as much time. I'm vamping. How long can I vamp? Vamp. I played a song for my buddy. This is the outro of the song.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay. We good?
We're great. How
Levels
did you
are
like that performance, bud?
Friendship restored.
Oh, good. We've been distant these last couple months. Was that what you wanted?
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk guidelines. Did I hit all of the guidelines pretty well?
You definitely did. I mean, I think you did. I want to know how you chose to incorporate Priesenkohl and Ensign Jusel.
I didn't listen to it because I didn't have time.
Okay, so how did you interpret the idea of it?
Yeah. I interpreted the idea of it as nonsense sentences with no. The grammatical structure. I think if you hadn't tried to, there are 3 sentences in that song, maybe 4, depending on how your viewpoint is. So I took the freedom from grammar and sensicalness from them.
Okay.
Which is not, I understand I could have taken more influence there.
Yeah, it was a little.
You gave me a lot, though. I tried to catch as catch can the guidelines in order to make a full product.
Mm-hmm.
As you were coming out, I hadn't written the melody. So that was that melody was entirely improvised. If you couldn't tell, it was pretty obvious.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Yes.
when the song started,
Yes.
those first 4 chords, was that them?
Those are the diamond chords, yes.
I thought so.
Yeah.
If this was a camera show,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure at that point, you would have had a Parks and Rec, zoom in on my face just beaming.
Okay. It was for a slightly different generation of television viewers. It was the moment when Clay Aiken came out in the fake episode of Scrubs, when there was the episode where it was about how hospital sitcoms used to be cheerful, and he comes out and sings, isn't it? No, wait. What's the do 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 do? What song is that? Isn't she lovely? Yeah, he sings that for Carlin Turk. And they start beaming. That was what happened. I was your Clay Aiken today.
A little bit. I'm still a little disappointed that you didn't go full Priesenkohl and Ensign Jusel.
I understand.
I thought you would at least open it to see what the music video is like.
I wanted to, and then I wrote these words down on a. Well, first I wrote the music, then I wrote these words down on this page.
And then you forgot the music, and you had to reconstruct it.
No, and then I went, how do these words fit to the music? And then you said, Adam, I'm coming. And so that was the amount of time I had. Yeah. So I think learning for myself exiting this podcast is that it's increasingly difficult given things to look up. That will hurt my ability to make a perfect song for people, I think. I need to know it already, or I need to fake it, and I didn't really fake it this time. I just kind of forgot. So understandable ding for the song for you. But other than the fact that I didn't incorporate a song whose name I would have no possible ability to say, I'll give it a try. Prisenenseninen Chusen.
Prisenkolonensenine Chusel.
Okay, that was pretty good. I feel great. I said what I think German sounds like. That was my song is almost German. Anyway,
even though it's an Italian song.
Yeah, I'm confusing. Get used to it. So yeah, let's talk the other aspects. What do you think of do you want to look at the lyrics?
Yeah, like I don't think I need to. Hold on.
Yeah. Ooh, nice little handoff.
I don't think I need to worry too much about what you actually chose to write for the lyrics. Let's see. Friction feels like icicles heating up my face into a noxious pile of silkworms flying into a garden full of summertime friends who forgot all the time.
It's just not anything.
I mean,
it's something.
It's a little more industrial than I was thinking it was going to be. Like it sounded like noxious pile of silkworms.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I don't know what industry that is referring to.
Oh no, I'm talking about like I'm more talking
industrial music.
Industrial music, but not so much like what they say in industrial music, just as much as the feeling. That
I hear you. I'm just interested in finding out what business you can make with a noxious pile of silkworms. I'd like to know. I want to get into that business, but continue.
I definitely like the second stanza. Love yourself first to love those who don't know that you can take every piece of the world into a kaleidoscope and spin them up. I don't care about
I don't know
time. Love them second.
You like that one?
No, yeah, especially like
because you think it's gonna be a normal structure. You hear the first part and you're like, okay, I see where this is going.
Well, no, like I like the theme of love yourself, but then also the usage of the word kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a big bonus point word for you.
Ooh, that's good because I used that. I think in Byron's song, I used the word kaleidoscopic, and he really didn't like it.
Oh well, you know we all say about Byron behind his back that he's a great person, and we enjoy his criticism.
That's right. And Byron is not standing and looking at us in the corner of the room right now, and we're not terribly afraid of him. And he doesn't have a gun.
I love you, Byron.
I love you, Byron. So that's the poop that comes out of my mind. That's what those lyrics are. It's just like straight stream of consciousness with no filter. That's what you get. Sometimes that works out.
Well, I mean, that's more or less what I was asking for when I said make a song with dream speak.
Yep. I think I did something of that because there is a structure to there's like a grammar to what I wrote. It relates somewhat to actual grammar.
Yeah.
And like a dream, a dream has structure. It's just insane structure that doesn't make any sense if you think about it.
Right.
So I'm complimenting myself is what I'm doing here.
Oh, no, I think you did a good job.
Good.
I don't think that complimenting yourself is unjustified.
I don't like doing it.
Okay.
It feels weird, but thank you. Cool. That's so let's I didn't say this episode. I think it was the same no, I was on the original rating system when you were on, I believe. The current rating system on You're Gonna Love This is perfect, terrible, and somewhere in between. So you have to choose between those three options when rating this song.
Okay.
You don't have to rate it just yet if you don't want to.
Are you avoiding my rating?
I'm not. I'm just saying if you have anything else you'd like to say about the song or about the performance, any criticisms you can think to lay at me other than the I didn't synthesize Italian nonsense.
I'm
very
not.
well.
I wasn't asking for Italian nonsense. I just wanted you to like sort of listen to that song, maybe see the video, and then take maybe some sort of inspiration from it.
And I didn't do that
Because if you saw the video starts off in a classroom where he's teaching them the meaning of the word Prisenkolonenseneinchusel, and it immediately goes into like a big stage with a bunch of people dancing in front of mirrors.
Well, that sounds lovely.
And everybody's like dressed in like black, nice clothing, and he's dressed in like hobo rag.
Well, yeah, I took none of that. That sounds incredible, and I'm sorry that I missed it. And I hope listeners at home are able to look this up.
I can spell it right now.
Yeah, we'll throw some links up. We'll get this out there.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I'm thanking you too early because we haven't even gotten to.
I haven't graded you yet.
No, but thanks for listening anyway.
You're trying to weasel out.
No.
Yes.
I'm trying to weasel out of the fact that I said thank you and didn't realize that we were nowhere near the end of the podcast. But all right, Alex, let's do your rating. What do you give this song? Also, first, I haven't asked this of anybody before, but I think it's a good question. What would you call this song? What would your name for the song be?
This song?
Yeah.
Well, let me take a look at the lyrics again.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a phrase from the lyrics, but if you like a phrase from the lyrics,
No. I just want to see what emotions come out.
feel
Let's
it.
see. I would call this. Three parts of a season.
3 parts of a season. Okay. Alex, for your grade for 3 parts of a season, is it perfect, terrible, or somewhere in between?
Oh, well, I can't just give you a perfect. But also, it wasn't terrible. So I guess I would say it was somewhere in between.
Okay.
You were very close to perfect, though.
Okay. How close to perfect was I, do you think?
Let's see. The industrialness of the first stanza did ding you a few back because it was a tone that I wasn't exactly vibing with.
Yeah,
But you did recover, so it wasn't a bad song.
You were looking for the major 7th tone to a song, the just nice feeling.
I wanted
good-
something with a little more whimsy.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely had whimsy,
And
but there was a bit of a grunge.
it's hard for me to get away from that. We are Seattle folk. I've got the grunge in me.
Mm-hmm.
Those noxious silkworm lyrics just flow out of me easy.
Yeah.
What can I say? You gotta focus hard on the good. But I'll take that criticism.
Yes. I definitely liked your opening because I recognized the chords, and I liked the way you structured them. It was it had a mystique.
Yeah, I basically just I took what I think is the start of every Steely Dan song in my head. I don't know if it is, but it's just like you play a bunch of chords and they sound good next to each other. Actually, I don't know if it's too late in the podcast to get into crazy music theory talk because we already did audio engineer stuff, but there's this whole idea of music that is made without keys, which is very interesting to me. And that was kind of like a way of doing music without keys because it's like islands of chords instead of things that relate to each other.
So you don't necessarily have like a traditional structure. You can have just whatever feels right.
Right, exactly. You're not worrying about, oh man.
It's
We're
not
getting exactly into what I didn't think I wanted to do this late in the podcast. But
No,
yeah.
it's fine. We can do it real quick. It's not about like the theory of setting up these chords that have a certain flow to them, and you actually embrace maybe potential dissonance that would have come
Right,
about.
you play an E major, like these are the chords that are acceptable within E major. There are a world of chords that might sound okay and might sound good, but they're just not an E major chord. Like it would not be E major to play, for instance, an F sharp major. This is real fucking boring. But yeah, you could play them if you want. That's basically the point. It's I think there people too much of the time they learn music theory and they go, okay, that's what music has to be, instead of going like, okay, these are
the basics. What can I do with them?
Yeah, this is the sandbox. Let's build something cool.
Yeah.
So okay, great. I'll take that. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Alex. It's the sweet spot when I'm not given a perfect. This is right in my zone. I'm glad I made you a song that you like, and I'm also glad that I don't have to take praise that I don't think is genuine. So,
Well, no, like I really do like the song. Like I will
Yes.
give you praise for this song. It's just not like I said, it's really close to perfect.
Hey.
It is almost. It's quite what I asked for. I think if I were to ask you to do it again,
Mm-hmm.
I would say lean more towards a whimsy as opposed to
Not just silkworms.
Well, no. I don't want to focus on that. Like, this was definitely good. This is definitely good. It just
Could have upped the whimsy more.
well, I'm trying to think of a way that doesn't make it sound unfun because it's still a fun song.
Yeah.
I maybe toss in a bit more David Bowie.
Okay, I hear you. Because I've done this before.
Yes.
And you have expressed to me that was basically, you were like, Adam, why didn't you do that for me?
Yeah.
The song that I made for Chelsea Pope. That was a fun
I
episode.
loved that song.
I tried to do something like that.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
yeah.
I would not have been happy if you did something exactly like that because then it would just be retreading old ground.
Absolutely, and that's no fun.
Yeah.
I remember at one point I wrote the word coins down, and I was like, I wrote coins in that song. I literally had that thought in my mind, like I shouldn't use coins again. Probably too specific of a thing to care about, but
I think coins would have been a great word to use, though.
see, and that's maybe
Yep, you don't want to retread old ground. I
it's
understand.
the whimsy thing. But no, you got to hit the whimsy words. I think coins is a good word for whimsy. It's something. It's shiny.
It's a fun word to say.
yeah.
It has that poignant pop to it.
It sounds like a comic book sound effect.
Coin!
Yeah. Well, great, Alex. I feel good about this episode. I'm glad I was able to make a song that you liked this time, and that you are not leaving upset and angry.
I wasn't Well, yes, I was.
Yes, you were.
I was being deceptive about it. I was trying to quell the turmoil that I was feeling.
There
I
was
like,
plenty
I
of it.
came here. I came all the way here, and you give me this.
Well-
the disrespect, Adam.
It's not what I want my guests to leave with, so I'm glad I was able to correct that for you today.
Yes.
Let's do some plugs. Why don't you start? What
Okay,
would you
well-
like to plug?
Well, let's see. Should we talk about the thing?
Let's talk about the thing.
All right. Well, first things first. I'm going to talk about my thing first,
Okay.
just because I'm the guest in your filthy home.
I resemble that fact.
Okay. So
Foghorn Leghorn. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm Alex Lafnitzegger. I am also go under the username Lectric on YouTube, and it is a video gaming channel. I mostly crap, that is my phone.
Alex has to go to Betty by time now.
Yeah.
It's too late.
So I play video games on the YouTube channel Lectric, Lichwick. Currently, I'm only playing 2 games, but I don't know how that's going to change by the time this episode comes out. I'm finishing up Dark Souls 3 because The Ringed City came out a few months ago, and I want to finish that up.
Heck yeah.
And let's see, what's the other one? Oh, Night in the Woods is an indie game. And I'm also going to be starting up Full Throttle real soon.
Ooh, wait, Full Throttle. Oh, the LucasArts game.
Yeah, the remastered.
Interesting.
Have you played that one?
I haven't. I have heard it is the redheaded stepchild of the LucasArts adventure game family.
What does that mean?
That it's like, well, it's short, which maybe is a good thing for you for YouTubing, but it's it's I don't know. It's like not meant to be funny in the same way that the other games are, so it kind of suffers in that way.
Like, it's not like based on a humor; it's more based on a story. But I really enjoy it because it's a game I played when I was a kid.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I was a Grim Fandango boy growing up. That was my.
I was Day of the Tentacle
Ooh.
and Full Throttle and Sam and Max Hit the Road.
Yeah, you got there a little earlier than I did. We've been diving deep into the topics this week, guys.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
Okay.
I hope you've enjoyed deep dives into audio engineering and amp the lettering, and then
I was going to talk about that other thing.
oh yes, I'm really good at interrupting you when the podcast isn't over and assuming that it's over.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm also worried that I'm making the podcast go longer than it should be.
Do not.
All right, so-
What's the other thing?
So the other thing is Adam and I are going to be part of a podcast coming out in the near future,
Yeah.
hopefully, assuming no freak accidents, of a D&D campaign that I am running as the Dungeon Master.
Woohoo!
And Adam plays a Goliath barbarian named
I do.
Choo Choo Train.
That is my name on the show. I'm excited
We
for
already
everyone to hear it.
Yeah, we already have a few episodes recorded. I need to finish editing them, but I don't want to put anything up until we have all the materials ready for it. I need to get the art produced.
Yeah, Alex is trying harder than I did with this podcast initially. It's admirable, and I'm excited for when it comes out and for y'all to listen to it. Do we have a name, Alex, yet?
Yes, Imagination Box is the current title.
Imagination Box. So look out for it. I will be doing some more promo for it when it comes out on here. So
Yeah.
exciting.
When it comes out,
Which-
it should be soon.
Sometime soon. I will still be doing this podcast by the time that podcast comes out at the very least.
Yes.
For me, you can do all of the You're Gonna Love This things. You can like us on Facebook and Instagram at /YGLT podcast. You can subscribe on iTunes and SoundCloud and Stitcher and on your podcasting apps. And if you want to watch me do improv, you can break into my house and force me at gunpoint to do improv. There's some other stuff. You can also go to Dad Jokes, the Facebook group. Dad Jokes Comedy /Dad Jokes Comedy is the name of the Facebook group. Facebook.com/Dad Jokes Comedy. I've done a good job explaining that part.
Yep.
We do improv at gunpoint. All right. I think that is all for this episode, Alex. Oh, no, I have a new thing that I've been doing. Last couple episodes, I'm trying to find a slogan for the show.
No.
So I've been crowdsourcing that to my guests.
Yeah.
Getting that viral mass effort. Go ahead, Alex. Do you have an idea for a slogan for You're Gonna Love This?
No. Would you like me to immediately come up with one?
Okay, well that will be in the running then. The slogan that Alex has given is no, would you like me to come up with one? I think that's actually one of the better ones that we've had so far.
Oh God, what have the other ones been? Don't put me at the top of that list.
Well, no, I can't insult my parents. My parents did a better job than you, Alex. I'm sorry.
That's fine. What did they say?
I don't remember. You're gonna have to listen to that episode if you want to find out. Synergy.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Whatever. No, I like you.
I like you too.
Okay, bye. Yeah, that's the end of the episode.